decided to toss the dice. It has to be the only one for me is you, and for me, so happy to get there. I can't see me loving nobody but you for all my life. And when you're with me, baby, the skies will be blue for all my life. No, I can't see me loving nobody but you for all my life. And when you're with me, the skies will be blue for all my life.
Nice voice. I can still hear that now. Aren't I? So what type of trains are on here? So we have an event here, West Coast. I don't know if you can look up there, guys. Looks like a good shot, actually, when you think about it. There's some light coming in, isn't there? Alright, bud. So yeah, we have British Transport Police around the back of Lime Street Station. I don't know if you can see down there, we also have a crane on one of the projects there.
Okay, mate. Can you just ask what you're doing, please?
Just doing a bit of filming.
What? For what?
For what?
Yeah, what are you filming for?
I have lies to tell you.
Well, you're filming a police station at the moment, you see, and in terms of hostile reconnaissance from counter-terrorism, it's something that would concern us.
Oh, you're not pulling that one on me, mate, are you?
I'm afraid
Hostile
I am.
reconnaissance, mate. What?
Hostile reconnaissance involves people who go around surveying areas that could be targets of terrorism.
Have you been watching me at all? Or not? Yeah.
I've seen you from there. Now, one of my colleagues has said that you're filming up and down the road,
street, yeah.
which is fine. I'm just asking why you're filming the police station and particularly the police cars.
Well, it's a matter of public interest, mate.
Okay, so what are you going to put it on? Does it go on social media or?
Well, mate,
Is it a history of Liverpool? Here's the police station. There's got to be.
well, I've got a lot of footage of Liverpool today,
Okay.
and I'm probably saying too much now. If you'd have come at me a different angle rather than hostile reconnaissance, I'm a man with a camera, stood on the street,
Right.
yeah.
I asked you what you were doing, and you
And
said
I'm not
have
obliged to
to
tell you, mate. Yeah.
Now, that's why I've come out with the hostile reconnaissance, because we would worry about people who are filming police stations for the purposes of counter-terrorism. It's a very simple, logical thing. Now, if you said to me, I'm doing it because I'm doing something on the history of Liverpool, or it's part of something that goes on social media, it's a project I'm doing for university, I would understand that. But to just say to me, I'm not going to tell you, then we come up with.
It's none of your business anyway. So
Well,
are we done
business.
here, mate? Are we done or
Well,
what?
it is my business.
Are we done
because-
here or what, bud? I've got more filming to
Well,
do.
are you going to move on then and stop filming the police station?
Well, just get 2 more minutes done, and I'll be done here. I'll be going on to the next project.
Right, and what's your name?
People call me Scott.
People call you Scott, so does that mean your name is Scott?
Well, I'm not obliged to give you my name, buddy. So I'm just saying, a lot of people call me Scott
Okay then, Scott. Why are you filming the police station?
because it's my right to do so, buddy.
Right, okay.
Are we done here, buddy, or what?
Go on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, you're dismissed. What? Couple of minutes, mate.
I don't think I'm dismissed at all. Stop filming the police station and stop filming the building, okay?
It's a public property, buddy.
It's a hostile
You're coming within
reconnaissance.
2 minutes. It's not hostile reconnaissance, mate.
Tell me what
You've
it
got
is,
me
then
full
justify
face
what
right
you're
here,
doing.
buddy.
I have got your full face.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
end of the day, I'm not
And
trying
you've
to
got my full
conceal
face.
anything here, buddy.
Well, you
Coming
are,
out with that
because you're not-
terrorism stuff, mate. That's.
You are trying to conceal something because you're not going to tell me what it is that you're filming.
I don't have the right
As
to
I
tell
said-
you, buddy. I
as
don't have the
said,
right to
if
tell you.
There's loads
Do you?
of reasons people could legally be filming. You can't come up with that. You can't tell me why. So that makes me think.
Because I don't have to tell you, mate. I don't have to tell you why I'm filming. I've told you that I'm filming all the way around Liverpool,
Yeah.
and the cameras will probably pick up that I've been everywhere. Yeah?
Okay, so where else have you been?
It's none of your business.
Well, you just said to me the cameras will pick it up so I can check your story.
Well,
and tell me where you've been.
it's none of your business, buddy. I'm going to carry on filming, and I'll be out of your way. All right, bud.
Well, no, not really. It's not all right.
Well, it don't have to be all right. I'm not committing any crime. You don't suspect me of committing a crime, buddy.
Well, maybe I do.
Maybe you do. Well, like I
Maybe
say,
I
mate,
do
I am
suspect.
not committing a crime. I'm not intended in committing crimes, mate.
Well,
I'm here
that's
filming,
what- that's what a lot of
photography.
people- there were people that down at the station the other day that were filming the exits and what have you.
Oh, were they?
Yeah.
And you just want to tie them to me, do you?
No, I don't want to tie them to you.
Mate,
I just want to know.
Like I say,
You've
mate,
got a legal-
have you ever heard of a terrorist coming with a camera to attack a police station?
Yeah, I have.
You have?
Yeah,
Can you give me
quite
that
often.
case, mate? I don't know of one.
Well, it happens quite often when it
Do it?
hostile reconnaissance. They will target places that are vulnerable for attack.
I've never heard of a
and would
police
make-
station being attacked,
Haven't you?
mate. No, never once.
Don't you remember Tobruk about 20 years ago? There was a bomb outside it.
No, mate, no.
Oh, well, you need to look.
And
that up, mate,
it,
because
what crowd was that?
Eh?
Do you know the crowd who did it?
Well, it was one of the local OCGs.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I don't know about that case, bud. But
Well,
we're
you
in
need to look it up then,
we're in
because you're
20.
standing
Well,
here
no, I don't
saying
need to
that
do nothing,
the
mate.
police stations aren't targets.
You're
They
interfering
are.
with my work now. So, like I say, I've got a few more shots to do at the building. Now the sun's coming over, and I'll be out of your way, my mate. And it looks pretty secure, to be fair, mate. I don't know what me with a camera would be doing.
You say it looks secure. It's got one thing on.
What?
Okay. It might be secure. There's not a problem, right? All I'm asking is to justify why you're filming a police station. That's all it was.
And first of all, officer, I think you've not introduced yourself with your collar number. Can I have your collar number?
No.
You don't need to give me a collar
My
number.
collar number's 1864.
Well, you do need to give it.
Counter the counter-terrorism. That's all you need.
You need to give it, mate.
I don't.
You do.
I've given it you.
Huh? Okay, thank you.
But that's all you get, and I'm not getting you. I'm not going to give you my name.
I don't want your name.
Under the counter-terrorism legislation.
I don't want your.
which
I don't want
give
your
you.
name. I've got your
Yeah.
number.
Right. Thank you anyway.
Thank you for what? Thank you. So there we have it, guys. Some lovely buildings around here. Let's see what it looks like from here. Yeah, so it's an amazing city, Liverpool. Got some history, some culture, and I have enjoyed my trip today. Had a bit of work to do, and thought I'd finish it off with a walk. Bumped into some nice people along the way.
I didn't notice what the damage was.
So you always get one who's allowed to park here, don't you? See, Merseyside deliveries only. Maximum waiting time 20 minutes. That's the security card. Look at that. Unreal, innit? Now you parked here, we get a ticket. Lovely. We've got some police officers. Two police officers waiting there in the vehicle. Yeah, so they have the blue vest on. I would call them the liaison officers for today. So straight away started to see some signs. Let's see what they've got to say, guys, yeah?
That's another Tory attack on our freedom to protest, so please support that campaign. And what I'm going to do now is invite speakers to come in. I'll ask you to limit yourselves to 4 minutes, and we're looking for ideas to build a campaign of resistance to stop the Tories taking power in this city. But thank you for listening, and thanks for attending. The first speaker I'm going to introduce is Martin Ralph, a well-known activist in the city, organisers in Old Swan for Old Swan Against the Cut, and does great work there. Many people already know him. From the UCU, Martin Ralph. Well, I'm going to keep my mask on, which means I've just got to take my glasses off, which is the first time I've ever done that for years. because just I can't see what's going on outside of those glasses steaming up. And just to say, I'm also Vice President of Liverpool TUC, and from day one, all the executives decided that we had to do something. If other union leaders, if the Labour Party wasn't going to do anything, somebody had to fill that gap against the imposition of Tories coming into our city and deciding, oh, by the way, you've got too many councillors, we're going to reduce them from 3 to 1. The only place in this country, I think, that has that. They also have another clause, we will examine the assets. You might as well say, we will take the assets. And then there's another 300-page report, and there's a lot more to come besides. So if anybody thinks, like some people in the council, that, or Starmer, that, oh, they're coming to help you out. They're not racist. Oh, no, they don't want to privatise everything. They don't want to sack people. They don't want to lower your wages. What a load of nonsense. We've got to start this campaign from today to develop it and to spread it out. And that's what I wanted to say with Liverpool TUC. And just to add to that, this is a dispute of national significance. If they can get away with this in Liverpool, they'll be able to write to any council on any pretext and do the same kind of thing. So we actually got to write to all the trades councils in the country, all the unions, and say, get off the seats now, stand up, take to the streets, like this, like we're doing today, and start fighting. So that's the message from Liverpool TUC, I think, as well. The other thing I wanted to add, just at the end, is Old One against the cuts. It's had its ups and had its downs, but I tell you what, we have 3 or 4 new members now, and we're standing in these elections. We always have. And Old Swan is a special place, isn't it? You know, they had a Lord Mayor that they had to get rid of because they sent a racist tweet. And then, of course, Joe Anderson is well associated with Old Swan. So it's like an important centre. But of course, every ward is important. What's special today about Old Swan is obviously Old Swan against the cuts. He's standing there. But I walked into a cafe the other day. They've always been friendly, and they always let me put leaflets in there. But this time, as I walked through the door, they said, Martin, have you got some posters? Because I'm fed up with Labour, I'm fed up with the Tories. Just use our window to put all the posters you want up. And that's the kind of feeling on the streets now, I think. People are really getting, you know, they thought, oh well, the corruption needs to be sorted out. But the more you think about it, how can, you know, Dillinger sort out Al Capone? If you like to put it that kind of way. They are just coming in here to ride roughshod over our democracy, and they're imposing their democracy, the democracy of the rich, etc. So we have been campaigning every year for the 7 or 8 years, not only over the libraries, but today over the one-stop shops, and someone's going to speak more about that, but we're completely behind that campaign. So the bottom line is, extend our democracy, no cuts, no privatisation, no Tories, that's what we're fighting on. So. Thanks, Mark, for those comments. Now, Ruth Ross is going to speak, who was from the NUT. She's now a campaigner for Liverpool against the cuts. Welcome, Ruth.
And I'd like to support everything previous speakers have said. I want to speak just about a very specific campaign that Liverpool against the cuts are doing. And that is the campaign to keep open the one-stop shops in the city. Now, the one-stop shops, I'm sure most of you know, are where you can go on any council matter. And there should be 8. There's 8 buildings there. They've been closed over the COVID period, but those buildings are there, and they should be available for anybody who wants to go to discuss anything or contact the council over anything, be it a paving slab, council tax, whatever. But they are particularly important to certain groups of people, and those groups are the most vulnerable of all. So, if you are faced with eviction, that's where you go to start the process of finding somewhere to live. If you've got a problem with housing benefits, that's where you go to get it sorted out. The one-stop shop can also be a signpost, even if they can't help you, to organisations that can. Now, the current proposal is to leave only 2 of those buildings open full-time. The rest, there may be some part-time provision in other parts of the city. That is just something that I think will cut away at the very most vulnerable people in the city. When we come out of this lockdown, there'll be a huge number of people facing eviction because evictions have been held back. There's a lot of people who have lost their jobs and be claiming benefits for the first time. Can you imagine what it would be like to be in that crisis situation and to be told, oh, there's nowhere open now, but you can come back next Wednesday and it's, by the way, it's across another part of the city. Can you imagine people who have no money for bus fare, possibly with children, possibly with disabilities, trying to sort out their lives and having to do that, and then being told, get there before 4 o'clock or be closed. We're doing 2 specific things now, and I'd just like to ask people to help. The first is, we've put up a petition on the council website, and we've chosen that because there's a rule that if you get a certain number of signatures, you'll be able to address the council on the issue. Now, I'm going to ask people for a favour here because it's a bit of a fast to sign that petition, but really, if you can do it, it's very much worthwhile. You have to first register on the council website, put in a username, a password, and they send you an email verification. Those of you who do things online would be familiar with that stuff, by commercial organisations. Then the next time you go in, you log in, and you can sign the petition. Petition is easy to find. It's the only one on the website. So if you go into Liverpool City Council and then type in petition, you'll come to it. So it's a fact, and I apologise for that. But if people will take the time to do it, that would be really valuable. The second thing we're doing is every Friday, 12 o'clock, at every one-stop shop, except this one in the city centre, we have a silent picket protesting its closure. So it's just for a short time, 12 till about 12:30. If you can go to your local one-stop shop and support that picket, that would be extremely useful. But the third and most important thing is that we now hope to intensify this campaign because we do feel it really is urgent. So keep your eye on our website or on our Facebook or on social media in general. Keep your eye on intensifying this campaign because I do feel this is a campaign. Don't succeed, it will cost lives and it will cause hopelessness and cause incredible stress. So we do want to support for it. Thank you very much indeed.